families of the detained military officers currently facing trials over an alleged coup plot have called for a transparent and open judicial proceedings, alleging that the rights of the detained relatives have been violated throughout the detention and court-martial proceedings. Addressing newsmen in Abuja, representatives of the families Aisha Yusuf and Aisha Osman condemned the unfair treatment meted out to the accused officers while calling for justice, fairness, and respect for the rule of law by the authorities. According to the families of the detained officers, it was disclosed that despite several appeals for the detained officers to have access to their families and their legal representatives, they have been denied access for more than 180 days, as representatives of the families speak further in alleging that some of the officers who sustained injury while in custody have not been provided with competent medical reports and continue to face degrading treatment, including appearing before the court-martial in handcuffs. The representative, however, appealed to military authorities to allow independent human rights observers to monitor court proceedings, grant media and public access to their trials, as well as permit independent medical examinations for their detainees.
Even though some of our relatives have visible injuries, many are losing their eyesight and having lung issues due to their long stay in underground facilities, due to lack of proper ventilation. Our loved ones were refused legal or family representatives despite repeated pressure to have them present during statement taking. They are being legged and hand-chained in court-martial in an open desecration of their human rights and dignity. The military should show irrefutable evidence. If there is nothing to hide, they should show everything. They should present all the facts, not half or selected ones. We are not asking for special treatment. We are asking for transparency. Our request: we call on the military authorities to allow international human rights observers to attend the trial, make the court proceedings open to the public and the media, allow independent medical doctors to examine our relatives. We also call on the international community to watch this case closely. We are not asking for interference in our country's affairs. We are asking for the world to witness that justice is done, not just in the verdict, but in how the trial is conducted.
When they were arrested, they denied us access to them. Their fundamental human rights was denied. Ours was also denied. So, and we made several appeals for us to see them or even hear from them, or they should be charged to court. And it took us so long, and it also took them so long before they granted our request. There are still some violations because up till now, most of them, or all of them, are still in cuffs. Their hands and legs are still in cuffs. So I think it's better they treat them better and fairly. They should remove the cuffs from their hands and their legs, and also the starvation. They starve them most of the time, and even when they're given food, they still leave them with the cuffs. So I don't think why they will treat officers or any human being that way.
Meanwhile, counsel to the families of the detained officers, Barrister Deji Adeyanju, urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration to ensure that justice, fairness, and due process guide the hearings. Meanwhile, the counsel to the families of the detained officers, Barrister Deji Adeyanju, urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration to ensure that justice, fairness, and due process guide the handling of the case. He also called on federal authorities to address the issues of health challenges and welfare lamented by the detained families and grant them access to adequate medical facilities. He also called on federal government to address the issues of health challenges and welfare lamented by the detained officers' families. Deji Adeyanju also called on the federal government authorities to address the issues of health challenges and welfare issues lamented by the detained officers' families and grant them access to adequate medical care.
They are still presumed to be innocent under the law. That issues that the family has raised that Mr. President should direct, that the detaining authorities should look into these issues, that they deserve to ensure that their rights are respected. This is the irreducible minimum that we're appealing to the president and asking the president for. It shouldn't be too much for the family to ask. So it's in line with that we make this appeal to the president and the detaining authority, that the detaining authority should ensure that the rights of these people are respected and that their health, the family has alleged that many of them have health issues. They should allow them to attend to proper medical doctors should attend to them. Understand? And the family should even be accorded the opportunity of providing medical doctors if it will assuage their feelings and